What's going on, everybody? Josh, SolderingGutterBusiness.com. Today we got a cool one for you. We figured we'd come back, and we have this job they're doing an addition, and we're doing a kind of revisit on a copper job that we did 2 years ago. So we wanted to show you guys the patina on it and how everything's holding up. And it's in a really cool spot out here in the country, so sweet place to film. Stay tuned. So it's always cool to come back to these jobs after a while and check everything out, see anything that, we could do better on the next one. But 2 years is, a couple winters, couple summers, good time frame to make sure everything is holding up well. So the coolest thing about copper to me is how it just has a lot of character to it, and the patina is different, different parts of the house, different, even just the downspout extension. One end of the downspout extension is darker than the other end because it gets hit by more weather. So just kind of gives it cool character. So you can see how that downspout extension is pretty dark just because it gets less protected by the eave. And then the farther up the downspout you get, the more protected it is. And by the time you get to the crossover, it's nice and shiny up there. So it's kind of cool to see that, and gives me more experience so I can tell my customers in the future, this is about how long it's gonna be in a real world scenario, what it's gonna look like. So pretty cool. So there's a couple things up here I want to show you. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the video this far. We're gonna get a ton of questions about business related things, and just wanted to let you guys know we finally got all of our business ideas organized into a course. So we have a website, check it out in the description, SolderingGutterBusiness.com, and hope we can help you guys out. So one thing you see on a lot of these aged copper is you can kind of see where like the flux dripped out of the end cap, which is, I don't think it bothers anybody, but one thing to keep in mind when you're soldering any copper, to try to keep it clean and don't over flux. And then same thing around the outlet, you can kind of see like the flux line around there. It's turning almost more green just from the chemicals rather than the kind of brown everything else is, brown gray. And we'll do a couple close-up shots of this metal, but it's cool to see just how many colors are on there. And then like I was saying, the different parts of the building, so that gutter up there is more in the weather and the wind and the little harsher, just being 15 feet higher than this one, and it's weathered and patinaed more than this lower one. So kind of cool. It's like a darker gray, this is a lighter gray. Another thing is you can still see the heat marks on the outside of the end cap. So these are ones that I did with a torch and sweat the copper or sweat the solder into the joint. And since this job, I've gotten a different soldering iron that doesn't leave those heat marks. So improving every day. So we just came to the other side of that same building, and it's pretty wild how the patina just looks totally different over here than over there, probably based on like the wind direction through here and which way the storms come in and everything. But we did all these gutters in the same probably 3 or 4 day period. So it's not like they were staggered, 1 year, 2 year or anything. But it's cool to see, this one, that downspout over there was pretty gray or brown, and this one's, the bottom's brown from, the grass and stuff, and then pretty clean copper still all the way up, and then the gutter is a totally different patina than over there. So this stuff all does even out, over, like it's 2 year mark right now. At the 5 year mark, all of it will look very similar. But kind of cool just to see how all that changes differently. So another thing I'm looking at coming back here is it looks like these fasteners that we've been using are good ones. If you use like not that high quality of copper coated fasteners on copper, you'll see they'll have like a ring around them where they have started kind of corroding with the copper. So it's good to see they all look really good and no corrosion. So just to give you guys a timeline of, you know, in an area like this with no pollution and the air quality here, this is what it looks like in 2 years. 5 years, they'll kind of even out brown. 10 years, you won't really even see any more copper anywhere. And then 20 years, you'll start to see the green kind of, like, you know, like right now you can see streaks on the front of the gutter from the water dripping over the edge for when it rains right on the edge. And you'll start to see like kind of those bright green copper streaks start appearing, you know, 20 years. So that's what I've seen anyways. So I hope you guys learned something with me on this one. It's fun to go back to these jobs and check everything out and see what we can do better. So thanks for watching. Make sure and comment below, subscribe, like the video. See you on the next one.